Hey, it's Aaron, and today I want to talk about the brand new 2026 Honda Passport. So the Honda Passport is in its fourth generation here in the 2026 model year, and I got to drive a pre-production prototype for about a week as a family driving everyday car and really liked it. I had the Trail Sport model, which is the slightly more rugged, a little more off-road looking, but it doesn't matter what model you get it in. This is all new for this year, and it is really good looking. I like the change to the rear in particular. No more of that rear pillar right on the edge and that kind of, I don't know, it's a 10 years out of date kind of look that it had before. Now it's a wraparound rear window and a bunch of other nice, just really good looking for this vehicle. I really like the look of it. It's comfortable and spacious, which is a Passport thing, always has been. It is a two-row, so it is the larger two-row, but not the same size as the Pilot, but getting close. So it's two-row instead of three like the Pilot. All-wheel drive is standard, as is the V6. They did not get rid of the six-cylinder engine, which is a good thing on this one. Interior storage is really well thought out. Honda really put a lot of time into thinking about where do you put things in this car. That's a really good upgrade from what has been happening previously, which it was good before, but it's really good now for that. Couple of downsides. It's a little more expensive than some of its rivals. Some of the competitors here are a little bit lower priced than this Honda Passport. And it doesn't have a hybrid, at least not yet. So I expect that's going to happen in the next couple of years, probably. But as of the 2026 model year, there is no hybrid option. So fuel economy is middling compared to most of the others you can look at in this segment. But trade-offs there are, this is one of the newest in this segment and also just really well thought out in almost every way. So there are three trim levels for the 2026 Passport. There's the RTL base model, the Trail Sport that I drove, and the Trail Sport Elite, which is the top end. I expect that next year they will add one or two more, and maybe that aforementioned hybrid setup. But either way, whatever version of this you get, it's a 3.5 liter V6 producing 285 horsepower. That's just about right, and it's a nice smooth curve, which is a beauty of a V6 or any six-cylinder engine. Just a nice smooth power delivery curve that's very predictable and very comfortable to use. All-wheel drive is standard, and it uses a 10-speed automatic transmission, which is helping with the fuel economy a little bit here, but not a lot. Like I said, this is barely middling in fuel economy for the segment. You'll find a lot of options, competitors here that are better at getting more MPGs, but they won't have all the things that this has in terms of comfort, design, and just oodles of ergonomics. So really, that's really my favorite thing about this, is how ergonomic and surprisingly off-road capable it is. As far, you can do some kind of mid-range off-road with this without any modification. The Trail Sport is really nicely done for that. The all-wheel drive system is very good. Honda's good at making all-weather and light off-road all-wheel drive systems, and you'll see that here. If you're familiar with the Pilot, you'll be familiar with the Passport. They are very similar in terms of how they drive and feel, and almost the same in size. The Pilot's a little bigger, but not by too much. Most of the stuff that you expect to be standard is standard on this Honda. Adaptive cruise is standard, all-wheel drive is standard, most of the safety systems you expect to see are all going to be there. Everything is pretty standard on this setup. With the Trail Sport, really what you're getting are 18-inch wheels with AT tires on them, so they are all-terrain grippers. You have some underbody protective plates, particularly in the front and at the transmission. Also comes in the Trail Sport models with a Class 3 trailer hitch as standard, which is pretty cool. And then front and rear recovery hooks, if you maybe would need those, but for most people, those are mostly for looks. And a household 120 15 amp, I think it is, plug that's also included on the Trail Sport model. So really well done. I like the way that Honda designed this car. There are several sub trims for each. There's the towing on the RTL, the base model, and then there's the blackout on all of the models. The blackout basically just blacks out all the Honda trim pieces and stuff so that it looks a little less blingy, I guess, which is kind of a thing for a lot of people. I kind of like that look, but it really depends on the car. On this one, it looks good both with and without that. So it's up to you whether or not you want it. The RTL base model starts at a little over $46,000. Most people are probably going to be in the Trail Sport, which is starting at about $50,000, and then the Trail Sport Elite starts at $54,000. And then for the blackout package, you spend another close to $1,000, about $700 or $800 for that. So, all right, that's the 2026 Honda Passport. It's all new for new generation, 4th generation for this vehicle, and it is supremely well done. Really, really nicely done. So, all right, there you go. This has been Aaron. Talk to you again soon.